I can't resist just showing a couple little cool things while I'm here, just because it's always kind of neat to know the environment that people are working in. So I just got this trackball the other day, pretty inexpensively, about $30, and this is a Kensington. Has a nice blue ball that you can always play with if you get uptight. But interestingly enough, the scroll on this is actually here instead of along the top of the mouse like one would normally see. This is not a mouse, but rather a trackball. And the cool thing about trackballs is they're pretty good if you have metacarpal issues, and they don't require you to move around on your desk. Now I like to play with both hands, so I actually have a mouse that I'll use here on the right, and this is a wireless mouse that actually works with a pen tablet. But I'll have the trackball on the left, so if my hand gets sore, I just want to do different things, I'll jump around. But also, it's got the typical mouse buttons. Now, the more advanced trackballs actually have a back button, and it'd be cool if that had this, but it doesn't in the affordable form factor. Also, this goes on there to make sort of a little wrist rest. So that's a new toy I've got. I'm using a Logitech nice HD camera, but recording in lower def just because there's no need for those huge files. But it really does remarkably good video. The challenge with video always is the light, but in this case it seems to be compensating pretty well. And then I've got this new keyboard. This is a Microsoft Bluetooth keyboard, very thin, you see. And this allows me to put my laptop up on a stand without having to reach up here to my keys. And if I point this down, you can kind of see my laptop's there, but it's actually way up. It's about 6-8 inches above. And so this can go down my table or in my lap, and my ultimate dream is to actually have a huge screen TV that acts as my computer, and then I just use this and put it in my lap. It's of course aided by the trackball, which you could put on an armchair without having to have a mouse pad. What would be cool is if there was a trackball built into this, and they make those as well, but this was so lightweight. The downside is it does require batteries, and so the solution is probably to get rechargeables. It would be great if there was a USB charger on here. And then I'm also using this. This is a little bit outdated. They make new ones. This is the Wacom bamboo tablet, and this is pen-based, so it functions essentially the same as your Qomo screens would, or any of the other touch tablets that are out there. But Wacom sort of is the pioneer in this area, and this was their discounted, or their lower-end product. And Wacom, I believe, licenses the touchscreen technologies that are part of the Qomo line as well. And they now have a new one, which is sort of a small mouse. And, well, heck, since I'm doing this informally, I might as well show you that as well. This is their substitute for what I just showed you, the newer version. And this is really in the sort of the $50 range. And it gives you a tablet that looks more like this. So you can see the form factor has improved, depending on your perspective. Here you have the function buttons at the top, and here we have these buttons here, which are intuitive. If you just have your hand there, you've got the buttons right there. And I'm sure you could flip them around if you wanted. So we're evaluating this. I got it from my wife for the kind of technical work she does, and we'll see how that goes. So just wanted to show you around a little bit. I'm not actually using the webcam on this laptop. I am using a separate Logitech camera because the quality is so much better. Webcams are great. You should always get one with your laptop, but sometimes, I mean built in, but the external ones really are quite good, especially for lecture capture in the classroom. And in this case, I'm using the microphone built into the Logitech, and if anything, it's too sensitive because it's actually tending to pick up all kinds of ambient noises, including my kids and that sort of thing. So anyway, I thought that might be of some interest to you all. Oh, and by the way, there's always that challenge at the end of the video when you look down to hit the stop recording button. And also it's a challenge because one wants to look at oneself instead of the camera, and you can see the difference. This is me looking at myself, and this is me looking at the camera.